Hi guys, so my name is Molly Grover and I'm going to show you how to make exquisite corpses. For this assignment, all you need is 3 pieces of paper. It can be as small as note cards or as big as you want it to be. And besides that, all you need is a pen, scissors, and some tape. So exquisite corpses date back to the 1920s. And there are many famous artists who have used them. They originally started as a party game that would have multiple different artists, and they would each create a different part of a character. So one would create the head, one would create the torso, and one would create the legs or the tail or whatever part their character had. And then they would put them together and create these creatures made from all of their different components. The artists that first started this exquisite corpse surrealist movement were Brenton, Tengai, Duchamp, Maurice, Ray, and Miro. And these are some of their examples. Now we also have examples from kids who have made these, and these are from the Random House website. We have an example from 2 artists, William Carroll and Melinda Gordon. So you can see through these examples the basic concepts of exquisite corpses and how they each turn out very unique and different. So our first step is deciding what animals we want to make. And for this, I think I'm going to do a monkey, a parrot, and a shark. So when you have your note cards and you're ready to start, you just want to fold it into thirds. Try to make them as close to equal as possible, but they don't have to be exact. And this way you have 3 separate sections for the 3 parts of each animal. So you can put the heads on the top, the torsos in the middle, and the feet on the bottom. And this makes it easier to line up your creatures later on. And also a helpful tip is if you put the same markings at the same spots on all of your 3 pieces of paper, then you'll make sure that each head will connect to each torso and each torso will connect to each bottom. So the next step is to actually draw your animals, and you do 1 for each piece of paper. So I'm going to start with the head. And if you're not confident in your drawing skills, you can always look online and try and replicate an animal that you see there. And really the possibilities are endless. You can draw people, you can draw animals, you can draw make-believe characters, whatever you want. So now I have my parrot's head. And I'm just continuing to draw the body. And you want to plan out before you start to make sure you have enough space for each part, because you don't want part of the torso overlapping into the bottom, because then it won't connect well with the other animals. Alright, and there's our torso. So I made sure to make sure the whole wing is in the middle section, and I'm going to make the whole tail in the bottom. Okay, so here's our first animal. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same process for the remaining two. And you can either color them or leave them black and white, or you can color them once you've made your new creature, whatever you want to do. So now I have my three animals. I have my monkey, my shark, and my parrot. So next we have to cut them up so we can mismatch them. And you just cut along your creases that you made earlier. So now you have three separate parts. So here's the parrot's head, here's the parrot's body, and here's the parrot's tail. So I'm just going to continue to cut these out. So now I have all my creatures. And now we can connect them. So I can take the head of my parrot, the body of my monkey, and the fin of my shark, and try and make an animal out of those. And it doesn't matter if they don't line up perfectly, they're not always going to. And like this one, the sides don't match up, but I wanted to make sure the neck matched up between the parrot and the monkey, and that's okay too. And now I have my exquisite corpse. So these are a lot of fun for children to do. There's a lot of room for creativity, and there's no real wrong way to do this. So it's very nice for younger kids to do as well. So you can match up the rest of your animals. And you can take this a step further and even create stories based on your characters and have each student incorporate their own character into a class story. So as you can see, these are lots of fun to make, and again, you can color them in if you'd like, or you can leave them black and white. So I hope you enjoyed this mini lesson.